Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, and thank you for being here. We are from Group Egg. Today we are excited to talk to you about the current trends in web technology. Specifically, we will be diving deep into a topic that is completely reshape how we boot and interact with the internet. The title is The Role of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning in Modern Web. Alright, let's start with a brief introduction to set the stage. As we all know, web technology is fall at an incredible pace into the digital. It feels like there's a new framework or tool released every single day. Because of this rapid evolution, our expectations have shifted. Websites are no longer just static page and they focus on good design. They also now dynamic application driven by intelligence and high performance. This is exactly where AI and machine learning come in. They have moved from futuristic concept to becoming foundational and key component and in modern web system, from personalized content to automate backend tests. They are everywhere. Throughout this presentation, we will discuss exactly how these technologies are making an impact, not just on the user who browse the site, but also as moving on the main objective of our presentation. We have four key goals for our session today. First, we aim to analyze the current trends that are shaping web technology right now. Second, we want to build a clear understanding of the specific role that AI and machine learning play within those modern architecture. Third, we will explain direct impact this technology have both on how developer build web application and the overall user experience. And finally, we will wrap up exploring future development to see where web technology is heading next as this tool become even more advanced. By the end of the presentation, you guys have a solid grasp of how AI is fundamentally changing.
Hi, my name is Adam Afiq Mekar Anwar and my thesis number is CI240074. Now I will talk about the history of AI. In 1837, Charles Babbage designed the analytical engine while mechanical. It introduced the idea that a machine could be programmed to perform such a complex logical task and then forming the blueprint for all the future computing. In 1950 to 1980, Alan Turing proposed that machine could eventually simulate human intelligence. This era is focused on symbolic AI, using if-then to teach the computer how to play chess and or solving a math problems. And the gap where AI progressed slow for decades because the computer is lack of processing power and massive amount of data need to move beyond the move beyond the simple logics. And then 2010 to the now present, this is the era of machine learning. Instead of giving the AI rules, we give it a massive database and then using a neural networks. The AI can learn to recognize a pattern and can generate the content on its own. Next. Now I will explain about the type of machine learning. The first one is supervised learning. Think of it think of this like having a student with a teacher. We give the system label, data basically, like the question and the correct answer together. In the real world, if you are building a contact form and you want to block a spam message or spam email, you can show the model thousands of example of spam versus the real message. And the result will be the AI will learn the pattern so that when a new message comes, it can accurately predict what is the spam message and what is the real message. Okay, the next one is unsupervised learning. There are no teacher and also no label. We just give the system a huge pile of raw data to find something interesting. In the real world example, this is how those users also view feature work on sites like Netflix, Shopee, and also YouTube. The system doesn't need to know what the user are looking at. It just notice that certain people have similar habit and group them together automatically. The next one is reinforced learning. Reinforced learning is a bit different. It's based on reward. We set an agent, which could be our website, into an environment and give it a goal. In the real world example is imagine an adaptive UI. The website might test different button color or placement. If a user click, the system get a reward and learn that a specific layout work the best. It constantly trial and erroring its way to be a better user experience. Now I will talk about the last one is self-supervised and semi-supervised. In a in a normal world, we have level data for everything. But to do that it will be expensive and slow. That is why we have two methods as our shortcut to making the system smart without doing all the manual labor. The first one is semi-supervised. We give the system a small anchor or label, maybe we small small label and manually label them hundred of video as an educational or comic, and the system will look at the other video, for example like 10,000 unlabeled video, and use the first 100 video as a guide to sort all the other video. It was a perfect for web developer who don't have a time to tag every single piece of the content in the website. And the next one is self-supervised. Self-supervised take it a step further. It doesn't need any manual label. It learns by playing a game, fill in the blanks. With itself, it hide part of the data and try to predict what missing. Okay, in the in the real world example, this is how exactly the chatbot we see a modern website work. By predicting the next word in a sentence over and over again, the system eventually learns the logic of human language all by itself. Now I will talk about the current state of AI in web. AI as a core component. Back then, AI just some cool extra feature that the developer put in the website. Now, AI is a fundamental part of how we build the system. It's no longer just about the static page. It's about the system that can think. If your web application doesn't have some level of intelligence of AI, it is already falling behind some competition. Next is boosting a performance and user experience. Some company use AI to make their site more faster and more intuitive. Think about how much smoother an interface can feel when it predicts what you want to do next. That is not called magic. That is called data being processed in the background to remove some friction time of user. Now, next is a developer secret weapon. As developer, we are seeing a massive shift of how we work today. Tools like GitHub Copilot or AI Debugger help us to write code more faster and more importantly, reduce some bugs. It's like having your senior developer sitting next to you and checking your code in the real time. And the last one is real time adaptation. We used to be one website for everyone. Now we using reinforcement learning where website can literally change their layout or content or suggestion while the user is browsing based on their need and behavior at the moment. That's all for me.
Hello, my name is Hazwan Ashraf bin Hashim and my matrix number is C1240070. Next, I will explain the impact of artificial intelligence on developers and users, followed by the key technologies used in modern web systems. First, let's look at the impact on developers. AI has significantly changed the way developers build websites and applications. In the past, developers had to manually write code, fix errors, and test the system, which required a lot of time and effort. However, today AI can automate many of these tasks. For example, AI can assist in coding by suggesting lines of code, detecting errors, and even generating complete functions. Tools like GitHub Copilot help developers by providing real-time code suggestion. This not only speeds up the development process but also reduces human errors. Next, let's discuss the impact on user. AI has greatly improved how user interacts with website. Today, user experience more personalized and dynamic content. This means that website can adjust based on user preference, behavior, and interest. For example, when users visit a website, AI can recommend products, video, or articles that match their interests. This makes the experience more relevant and engaged. AI also improves search results by understanding user intent, not just keywords. In addition, modern websites have more interactive and user-friendly interface. Features such as chatbot, voice search, and smart suggestion make it easier for users to navigate and find information. Website can even predict user needs by analyzing past behavior, which creates a smoother and more efficient. Finally, let's look at the key technologies behind this improvement. One important technology is predictive analytics. This technology uses data to predict feature, outcome, and help system make better decisions. For example, it can predict what a user might click or buy next. Another important technology is real-time adaptation. This allows websites to change content instantly based on user actions such as click, scrolling, or time spent on a page. This ensures that users always see the most relevant content. Edge AI is also key technology. It processes data closer to the user, such as on their device or browser, instead of sending it to a distant server. This reduces delay and improves performance, especially for real-time applications. Overall, AI enhances both front-end and back-end system. It improves how websites are built and how users experience them. As a result, web applications today are more intelligent, faster, and more efficient.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rahman bin Rosman and my metric number is CI240007, and I will start present about slide 10, which is future trends. Now, let's look at the future trends in web technology. In the coming years, we can expect websites to become even more intelligent and interactive. One important trend is the growth of progressive web apps, which combine the features of website and mobile applications to provide a better user experience. Another trend is increasing use of voice search and natural language interactions. Users will be able to interact with websites more naturally just by speaking or typing in everyday language. In addition, websites will become more autonomous and self-optimizing. This means they can automatically adjust their content and performance based on user behavior without human interventions. Overall, artificial intelligence and machine learning will continue to play a major role in shaping the future of web technology. I will continue to present slide 11, which is conclusion. To conclude, artificial intelligence and machine learning are transforming modern web development in many ways. They help developers work more efficiently by automating tasks such as coding, testing, and debugging. At the same time, they improve user experience by making websites more personalized, interactive, and responsive. As a result, the web is moving toward more intelligent and adaptive system. Therefore, understanding AI technologies is becoming increasingly important for anyone involved in web development. That's all from our group. Thank you for your attention, and I hope this presentation has helped you understand the future direction of web technology. Thank you.